Hey there guys, how you doing? My name is Poe and welcome to the channel. If you guys enjoy Division content, be sure to click the subscribe button. That way you can fast travel back here anytime you like. So, today we're going to be talking about the 1.2 promises from the developers and the State of the Game address they had last night on the live stream. Now, unfortunately for me, they do it at like 5 a.m. my time, so I can never be up to watch it live. So, I have the beautiful source that is Reddit to kind of cover all the bases of what's changing and what is coming, and I think there's some pretty interesting ones that I want to share with you guys. They're fixing a lot of things, and we also have some confirmation on 204 high-end drops happening all the time with the new DZ 200 Plus bracket and 240 gear set items dropping in the Dark Zone. So let's just get started with some of the new things. First up in the general changes, we got three things that were fixed in terms of talents. The reckless talent on the chest piece, the one is none bug that we have been constantly dealing with, that is halting reloads and everything like that, and the balance talent on the weapons, more specifically things like your M1s and everything like that. We also know that they have promised more weapon drops and less mod drops to kind of compensate for the fact that you can't recalibrate weapons, so there's going to be a larger run-in with actual weapon drops, and quite a variety of them, of course. We also know they're adding in a new Dark Zone bracket, 200 plus, so right now we have below 160, 161 plus, and now we're about to have 200 plus, and they have promised us level 32 through 34 level NPCs, and this leads me into the change for the Dark Zone overall. We know the 200 plus bracket will allow you to get 204 high-ends and even 240 gear set drops. Now, we have no confirmation if 240 gear set drops can actually come from NPCs, if they're going to be strictly supply drops. This will be addressed in another video when they give us some solid information. And they have mentioned that these things are going to be released bit by bit over the next few weeks. So realistically, 1.2 should probably come out near the end of May. That's my prediction. They also mentioned that the 200 plus bracket will only have high-end division tech drops. You will not be capable of getting the greens or the blues any longer in these brackets. The supply drop loot buffs are going to be big. This is a necessity. I expect these to be completely across the board, all high ends, because the basic key chests offer this. And if this is the new way to get 240 gear sets and everything like that, it's going to be worth fighting for in the Dark Zone. And that's exactly what they want. They want these supply drops to be worth fighting for. And this is one way to get that done. We do know that they are adding in level 32 through 34 NPCs in the 200 plus bracket, so basically up to the level of what you fight in the incursion, which is scary for shotguns and other things, but if you want to push your gear, you're going to have to earn it in the Dark Zone, and I'm all for that. You're going to roll out in a full party and know what you're doing. Now, I fully expect, though they haven't confirmed this, that this new bracket is going to replace the existing one. I fully expect them to basically implant these new level NPCs in the 200 plus bracket. So where there's normally level 30s in DZL1 and 02 right now, I think it's going to be starting at level 32 in the 200 plus bracket. And when you get up to the 5 and 6, where we currently have level 32 NPCs, I think those are going to be the ones at level 34. And obviously the 33s are going to be replacing the 31s in the new meta. And that's how I think it's going to go. They haven't confirmed this. This is just how I expect it to go. So they're orbiting the idea of more and bigger and better loot. So they want the quality and the quantity to be increased. We want to have more weapons. We want to have more opportunities and a little bit more variety in the weapon choices and armor rolls that we want to look for. And there's supposed to be a lot of loot coming. Now, they promised this before and completely failed and botched that attempt. They're effectively promising a lot of things for us. They want to get our faith back in them, and they want to make sure that their game is running smooth and that we are actually being rewarded for the time invested in their game. And this is a good thing, assuming they can deliver. They can't afford to fail or lie to us again, and this is why there's a lot of pressure on this patch. It's why they're trying to perfect it before releasing it, and they're definitely going to make sure they don't repeat the same mistakes they've made in the past. They've obviously mentioned a few other things. They're talking about balance as well, so they're not planning on nerfing things like SMGs and stuff like that. They're talking about buffing the other things. So I fully expect this to be the weapon patch as well, where maybe they give assault rifles like 50% crit hit damage to bring them in line with the marksman and the other options out there. So I'm really excited to see where that one goes as well. Obviously, more information for that will come out when I am delivered it, but we're going to see where that plays out. They've also talked about how they're cracking down on more of the cheaters and exploiters, so from here on out, those that are caught exploiting will also be punished, even if it's a broken game mechanic, especially like cheesing the incursions as a great example. If you want to be the next Donald Trump and just put up walls everywhere, you're going to get a ban for it. So this is what we have so far. In the coming weeks, I'm going to be able to keep you guys updated and let you know when actual facts and real numbers come to the scene, and we should expect this release of the 1.2 sometime in May, probably closer to the end of the month. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a thumbs up on the video and subscribe if you guys are new here to stay up to date on all the Division content and news. Take care, guys.